Alrighty, so this is going to be a very interesting video. If you're watching this video, it most likely is the day right before. Well, actually, it is. It's the day of when JONSEE-BOT comes out in the event store. So at the time of the recording, this is like 2 weeks prior, or about a week prior. Yeah, he comes October 4th, which is today, of course. You know, I'm going to pretend like today's October 4th or yeah, and whatnot. He comes out at reset, which he's actually decently good in support, sort of. So his standard perk is Out My Eye, which increases headshot damage up to 50% based on your percentage of your missing health. So basically, the lower health you have, the more damage you're going to do with headshot damage. Now, the way that I think of this is like, imagine he's like a blackout metal weapon, right? But he's a hero. So that's kind of how he works, and he just increases your headshot damage based on the amount of health you're missing. So yeah, and then in lead, he's basically the same thing. However, headshot eliminations had a 50% chance to conjure a phantasm, which phantasms aren't that great, but I did do a video on that way back when, probably like I think like 2 weeks ago with Swap Night, which was super fun, so I definitely recommend checking out that video. But yeah, a 50% chance to conjure a phantasm, and then targets a nearby enemy, which dealing 62 base energy damage in a 0.5 tile radius and a 1.5 second cooldown. So not that bad. He is very interesting, and he's high on the ability damage list. So in support, he's really great in some loadouts. However, he's not that great in lead, but we're going to be running him in lead today, which is going to be very fun. So, of course, we have him in lead. So I wanted to run Trick or Treat, which is kind of like a Halloween themed team perk. And it's actually not that bad. You're almost guaranteed a 100% phantasm, sort of. So if you have a chance to, or once you have the chance to get a phantasm, you also have a 50% chance to conjure an extra one. So you have a 100% chance to technically guarantee a phantasm. So yeah, and then those phantasms have a 33% life leech. So the health that you lose, you have a chance of getting it back from those phantasms, which is kind of nice. So yeah, and then of course for the Trick or Treat perk, we're running Locked and Reloaded along with Practice in Combat, just to get that increased war cry. And then we're gonna be reloading, I guess. In that by the time we shoot the weapon that we're shooting, we should be able to have that 15% weapon damage increase, which is nice. Quick scope for the weapon that we're using, we're going to be using a sniper today, so we have increased sniper damage by 17%. Make It Rain, which each headshot increases headshot damage by 4% for 2 seconds, up to a maximum of 5 stacks, so up to 20% damage increase as long as you're hitting those headshots. So you know, give it a defender. I don't know if it'll count. You could probably give it a defender and hopefully it would work, but I don't know if that's how that works. And then of course Battle Beat, just to get that extra 50% damage increase once we have the 10 eliminations. So yeah, that's a loadout that we're going to be running. JONSEE-BOT, definitely one of the more interesting heroes that we're going to be running on this channel. Otherwise, yeah, the weapon that we're going to be using today, which we'll be doing a different video on this weapon in the future, but for today's sake, we're going to be using the Midnight Stalker with double headshot, reload speed, and adds up to 80% bonus damage based on the percentage of your missing health. And then of course fire, because that's what it is. And then the 6th perk that we're going to be running is eliminating the 3 enemies, reduces your weapon, or with this weapon reduces your current health by 12.5% and deals 29 to 129 base damage based on the percentage of your missing health in a 0.75 tile radius. So this is going to be very interesting. I really tried to find a loadout that would work really well with JONSEE-BOT. He's a very interesting hero, and he's definitely good in support, but I wanted to run him in lead. So let's see how this loadout does, see how it holds up in 160s. I'm actually kind of excited to see how it does. Otherwise, yeah, let's jump into the mission, see what I can do against like a smasher or something, or maybe an encampment. Otherwise, yeah, I'll see you guys in the mission. Alrighty, we're in the mission, and I kind of tested out this weapon. Okay, well, enemies just spawned right away. I tested out the weapon, and I actually did not know it was semi-auto. So you can shoot it, and it bursts 2 at a time, and a total of 6. And it's kind of insane. I think the one shot is kind of nice, and since I shoot twice, I'm almost guaranteed to kill an enemy. So like if I'm looking at this enemy, right, so like it's guaranteed to die, and then the phantasms have this chance of spawning, which is kind of nice. So if I'm shooting a mist monster, right, it does little to nothing damage, but I think it's just bad in that general sense of doing like literally no damage. But I also have to hit it in the head to do damage. And yeah, this weapon is just it's very bad against multiple targets, right? But when I do hit the head, I mean, it's not too bad. And then the phantasm spawn, which actually help out a little bit because it does clear those enemies, but the chance of it spawning is very little. But it doesn't have the chance to spawn two, which is nice. But against mist monsters, it's not that great because I have the increased on nature enemies. So against blasters, they're not going to do that much damage. But if I hit in the head, it actually does a decent amount. Like right there. And these enemies can leave me alone, please. Can they just go? There we go. See, and that clears that out. And then headshot, I can cancel that. It's very nice when I do crit. I do have to say it. And the headshot damage is insane. However, it's not really great for crowd clearing. No sniper is really good for crowd clearing. Besides the super shredder, I will always love the super shredder. But honestly, not too shabby for what it's worth. Not a bad sniper rifle, not the greatest either. But for the headshot damage increase and the phantasms to spawn to clear out the enemies, it's really nice. Like, yes, it did take a minute to clear the encampment. However, for a sniper, it did a decent amount of damage and a decent amount of just, I guess it just held up its own weight. Otherwise, I think I'm gonna just jump into the mission because we'll probably get smashers throughout the mission. Otherwise, yeah, that's just jump right into the mission. Alrighty, the mission is started. We got assassin spawns, which if you don't know what that is, basically they don't target the objective, they target you, which is kind of nice, but not at the same time. I don't have to worry about them going to the objective. And they kind of just stand still too. So like one shot in enemies is definitely there. So like, look at that. It's so nice. I think JONSEE-BOT is very underrated. The more that I think about it, the more potential and like more places I could probably use him in. And in lead, phantasms, I feel like the reason why phantasms aren't used is because they're just not that great compared to other team perks. But it's not bad per se. I think it's nice being able to clear out those enemies, right? I do need to get 3 eliminations though, which sucks. In order for my 6 perks to be activated, but if I eliminate them fast enough, I should be able to do that. So I think I'm gonna throw some turrets up, get three eliminations. I don't know if it has to be with a weapon. I assume it probably does have to be with the weapon. Let me see, inventory. Let me go to my actual sniper rifle here. I assume it probably has to be. Yeah, eliminate 3 enemies with this weapon. So yeah, I wonder if I could just like shoot and then maybe like traps get it. Oh, there's a smasher right there. I'm gonna go to the smasher real quick. Let's see if I can get this. Okay, it's just running towards the objective. Hey, pal. Come here. I mean, honestly, for JONSEE-BOT in lead, yeah, I'm not that impressive. I mean, oh my gosh, just 3 smashes here. Jeez, I'm scared now. If I just shoot them and like tag them and like other stuff kills them, does that still count towards my 6 perk? I wonder if that does. So like, I shoot 3 enemies and they get killed by traps. I mean, either way, I'm going to be able to kill 3 enemies. Like right there. Yeah, there we go. I killed 3 enemies. Yeah. There we go. You love to see it. I mean, for a headshot damage, it's not doing bad. I think I can one-shot enemies just about, which is kind of insane. I mean, Smasher's not really. I can't one-shot that. But for JONSEE-BOT, that 50% increase against headshot damage, and then, of course, running double headshot damage on this weapon, it does a decent amount of damage. Oh gosh, man. I wonder, you could probably use different snipers. So there's a few other snipers that you could use. So I believe with like, any weapon that I could have double headshot damage, you could probably run. I know there's a few snipers you can do that on, like an obliterator you can also use. But the whole reason why we're running this Midnight Stalker specifically is just for the lower health. We're doing more damage. So basically, if we're really low on health, we're doing up to 50% damage. So it's not guaranteed 50% damage unless if you're that low health. So that's the reason why we're running this. But what I've noticed is getting those 3 eliminations is kind of hard unless if those phantasms spawn, which once again, it is kind of difficult for them to spawn. But when they do spawn, I mean, not too bad. I mean, I get those 3 eliminations, which, you know, just right there, I just got it again. I just really wish phantasms spawn a little bit more. I really wish in like, if I'm running Trick or Treat, it's almost guaranteed a phantasm. Otherwise, that's like my only complaint about this loadout so far. I mean, the fact that I can one-shot any enemy with it and the burst kind of finishes it off, it's kind of nice, you know? And honestly, I feel like the phantasms spawn a little bit more than I think they do. They're so fast and they kill you go away so fast that I don't see them. So, I really wish this mission was an assassin, but at the same time, it's kind of nice because I can, headshot them. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, maybe like, because I eliminated the nurse, right? I really wish it also went to like the enemy that's closest to me rather than going to that one enemy because there's nothing around it. Because like right there's nothing around it. So the phantasms didn't actually go to anything else. So that's kind of rough. But yeah, see like right there, doesn't go anything. There has to be an enemy nearby which is also kind of a downside to the phantasms. Otherwise, I'm gonna wait until the mini boss to spawn. I don't think I'm gonna be really be able to do anything with it. But yeah, let's just wait until it spawns, and yeah, I'll see you then. Alrighty, the mini boss spawned in. Now, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do anything with it, but we're just gonna see. We're gonna see. It is fire, so I might be able to do something. As long as I get the headshots on it, I think I'm fine. However, I don't know if phantasms are gonna spawn. I think I have to eliminate an enemy for them to spawn, since they have to, you know, I have to get a chance of them spawning in. So let me see if I can do that. Can I? Oh yeah, wait, it just spawned in. Yeah, I don't know if it's gonna do anything. I don't think the sniper is definitely, yeah, it's not capable of actually doing anything against a mini boss. But yet again, I think I walked over a healing pad, which I did not know they were down until just now. So yeah, that's unfortunate. I really wish I had less health, because you know, I have to have no health in order to do that 50%. So like, that's why the reason you'll see that I'm not be able to one-shot anything, and that's just due to the fact that I'm not that full health, or I'm full health, so I'm not being able to one-shot anything, which kind of sucks. But at the same time, not really. If I eliminate some enemies, I'll get my health taken away. So let me get some enemies eliminated. So I need 3. I just need a bunch of enemies. I really wish this was an assassin spawn, because JONSEE-BOT is not activated unless if I'm low health. And the only way to take health damage is to take fall damage too. Let me just take some fall damage and see if I can. Let me see. How much damage am I going to take here? Yeah, a little bit. Okay, not bad. I mean, you can definitely see that I do a little bit more damage whenever I'm lower health. That's just kind of how it works. I mean, JONSEE-BOT kicks in then. But let me see. Let me take more damage. Yeah, the mini boss is gone though. But let me show an example. So yeah, I'm like low health right now. Ooh, wait. I think exploding death bomb is kind of nice. But yeah, but you can see, like, I'm doing 1 million damage whenever I'm super low health. So that 50% increase when C-Bot is activated is really nice. He's, yeah, like 2.2 million. Like, that's not bad. It's very inconsistent. You just have to be, like, oh, whoever put so many healing pads everywhere, that's what's griefing me. Because I'm always, I need my 50% increase. Whoever put the healing pads down, just yell at them in the comments. Everyone say, who put the healing pads down? And start yelling at them very aggressively, because I keep walking over them. But yeah, honestly, JONSEE-BOT's not that bad. He's definitely better in support in a few other loadouts. But for right now, I mean, running in leads, the phantasms spawning, not too bad. I mean, they're not as consistent as I would like them to be. But yeah, that's pretty much it. It was you. Yeah, it was me that put the healing pads down. Otherwise, yeah, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you think of JONSEE-BOT. I definitely do think he's worth buying in the shop. If you think otherwise, let me know why down in the comments. Otherwise, don't forget to subscribe down below, like the video if you enjoyed it. Otherwise, you guys have an amazing morning, afternoon, night, wherever you are, and I will catch you guys in the next one.